Okay, call the meeting to order. Minutes of the October meeting,
Motion to approve?
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Financial report, register of claims.
The copy I need signed is in that purple folder, but we'll go through it. There. Financials. Oh, right, thanks. Oh, okay, this. Okay, this is transactions happening between October 17th and November 20th. The register of claims here. And, nothing really standing out other than Michael and I both coincidentally needed to pay ourselves for twice, 2 months instead of one.
Well, you gotta take care of yourself.
Thanks for leaving some.
Yeah. Michael ended up not getting August payroll, and I just must have forgot to pay myself. So that's why there's 2 of those in 1 month.
You get your time sheet turned in time.
Need to remind my own self.
That's why Michael didn't get paid. He didn't get it turned in.
That is why. Then I did it too. And then I think that's it. The only other really big one was just, of course, the electricity. PNC right there at the very top, that's always the credit card.
Anybody have any questions?
Nope.
Total income so far in 25 is $758,000. Page 4. So helpful, actually. And then total expenses so far in 25 is $687,000. We have the truck that's going to be paid this week or early next. And I remember that we had an appropriation specifically for that, 442 for equipment purchases. If we don't end up paying that 100% in 25, what I will do is encumber whatever's left of that 200 over to 26, so that way we don't have to request another appropriation to pay that for that truck. It doesn't look like we're going to.
Did
Are
he?
we gonna be able to pay all that before 12/31, I wonder? At least.
In the beginning, he talked about paying Ford for just the truck and chassis.
A few different payouts by the time it's all done, and that's okay. I just wanted you guys to know it's okay.
Well, right now, they got a delivery date of December 17th. It'll be all
I
done.
know they're gonna want money before they deliver it, so. Maybe on
So
delivery.
maybe also
Be able to?
you might be able to still pay Dawson. That was a question. Did Scott turn that in? Did you pay Ford yet
Not yet.
for the truck? But you have
I've
the
got
invoice.
information, and Scott and I are working out who's gonna sign and when the
Okay.
check's gonna be mailed.
Okay. All right.
Any questions on the financials?
I'm sorry, you said the total expenses, draw my eye to that, where was that?
Oh, that's on the back of page 2, and that's down at the very bottom. Sorry,
Page
okay.
4, second.
Page 4, okay,
Here we go.
gotcha.
4B.
Okay, thank you.
687.
I was on page 2 when you said it, because I was looking at total income on page 2, and it's like, I don't see it there, so.
Yeah,
Okay, got it, thank you.
I didn't
Thank you
say.
for asking.
Any questions or comments?
Need a motion to approve that, right?
Yeah,
Motion to approve the, report and register of claims.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Administrative and financial,
Don't really have a whole lot for my update. Tiffany already went over the income. We had 8 new connections since our last meeting. Yay!
All right.
Wow. Bringing the total number to 1,751. October and November bills were sent out. Late fees will be added Monday, the 15th of December. That's really all I have. Is short, sweet, and to the point.
Yeah.
Michael has a new debit card, I guess, or credit card.
I'll take that for him.
it's gonna be one of these days where they're not gonna have,
No, I really.
have to worry about those houses, because they're gonna have a house on every lot.
Yeah, no kidding.
That part of it.
Yeah, yeah.
Any questions on the administrative?
I'm gonna go through the, resolutions.
Yes, so for Michael had brought it to our attention that it needed to be discussed whether we wanted to raise the sewage rates. Being our first time, we were unaware that it probably should have been maybe done by now. So I put the resolutions, it's page 5, in case it's decided that you want to raise them, we can fill that in and sign it here. Little packet 6 are the past 2 resolutions that have been approved and put in. I wasn't exactly sure how the increase was assessed. I don't know if there was a certain formula that was put in place to justify how much to increase.
Since we skipped 23 and 24, it doesn't seem like it follows COLA. Cost of living.
Yeah, that would be annual then, right?
Yeah,
Was, I don't know if you guys, you were on the board at the time, was there any, I guess, discussion about increasing it to help supplement the cost of the upgrades and stuff that were just done?
No,
Just,
basically the idea is the monthly cost covers the operations, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the goal, is that we're meeting the operations cost and we have a little extra, then we don't need to increase rates.
I think that when we were back in the contractor's bid stage for the plant upgrade, I think we did have some discussion that because of that expense, over $5 million,
Mhm.
that we might have to upgrade or raise the rates, but I think we came out all right. We had enough money back that we even talked about maybe having to float a bond, but
Yeah, there at the end, it was like, it was close.
yeah.
So we got the grant money. It was-
Yeah, so I guess we're in a situation now, basically, my belief is that we just need to make sure that we're getting above operating enough that we can start building this fund, because in 2018, we spent over $600,000 on the spillway. And then we just completed this other project of over $5 million and had money in the pot to take care of it. So we just need to be in a situation where we know that fund's starting to build back up.
But that's property taxes, right? That's our property tax
Yeah,
assessment, so.
this is
And so that's where,
special benefit, yeah.
yeah, especially, we want that, that's where we need to get that from, but operational money should just be the sewer collection.
So I've taken out the asset sales, and the lot sale, and it looks like let's see what else to pick out. Oh, the special benefit tax draw. And it looks like we have, is that right? Sewer access fees should just be $594,000 so far, right? Is that what we're all seeing? So far, year to date, 594,000 on page 4, the report that's called page 4. I think, is that the number we're looking at here, the 593,669? What we've pulled in so far just from the monthly, bi-monthly fees. And then the expenses, if we, we purchased equipment, we hauled sludge. I mean, haven't really done a whole lot of extra. And we're almost at 700. 600, let me take out the 68693. 225. 644. So we're what, about $50,000 less than what we would need as far as operational, looking at this snapshot.
Yeah. Yeah, we just, as it's been in the past, we know that anything that we do in the future is gonna be more expensive.
Yeah, the electric bill and when we hired Scott, this second maintenance man.
Yeah.
Uh, we just hauled sludge Monday, so those fees, be added to your annual fee. So you just need to keep the user fee where it can keep paying the annual stuff. Yeah. And out you fit in your insurance probably.
And so is sludge every single year?
Yeah, twice a year.
Twice
spring
a
and
year.
fall.
Okay, so I shouldn't really take that out. That is operation.
Yeah, it's operational.
Yeah.
So it'll probably match cost wise what we did in April. But it just happened Monday, so we don't have the bills yet.
We're more than $50,000 in the deficit. We're looking at just operational costs.
I think, and I'm working from memory, which is scary, but I think before when we looked at the sewer bill, that I don't know that I don't know that we used COA.
No, I don't think we did.
I think we talked about it and we sort of went on some kind of guidelines.
So usually Kathy would say like, well, if you increase it $1 or whatever, then your tax rate will be this. If you leave it alone, your tax rate will be higher. You got your user fee up, your tax rate comes down a little bit.
Yeah.
Or you go $2. But it's like Chris said, you think of that tax money as just for the maintenance of the dam and stuff and the user fee for the operation of the collection system and the wastewater plant. How you think about it, and sometimes, if you just keep it going a little bit at a time, $1 or $2 every year, then it's not a big shock. And then a lot of towns don't want to do that at all. Then all of a sudden you got to raise it $10 and it hurts.
And everybody
Because
$10,
if you just go $1 or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what.
Yeah.
How much
That's
more does
what-
that? Would that bring in your 50,000? You're short. If you raise it $1.
Let's see, 1751 properties.
17.
Times $92,000 deficit divided by 1751 properties. Over the year,
that's 6 buildings, right?
what?
That's 6 buildings, right? I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yes, that's where I was, $52 per homeowner,
Yeah.
but we have to divide that by 6, $8 per billing. Would get us,
1,700.
would get us all the way up to the deficit of
92,000.
92,000.
I'll do 4 and 4, be a little bit short again next year and hit it again. 21. It's-
Oh, what was
You
it?
guys, I just
I know.
made
I'm
a
sorry
point.
that I
Oh,
didn't
no,
know
no, you're
this.
good. You're good.
It's still less than $40.
Yeah, it's still less than $40, but
In 21,
yeah, we,
Yeah, you know, I,
$42. Then it went to
I
30.
mean, yeah, part of it's the reality is reality, so.
Yeah.
yeah, and, you know, I think just like Doug said, some cities, you know, I guess my thought on it is, you know, raise it a little bit more often
Yeah.
than have to 2 or 3 years from now, you know, throw a good sized chunk in it.
Yeah, we stay ahead of it now, and then if we can skip a year or something, I mean, that's
Yeah,
an option too. Let's see what that does.
But right now, you don't have a surplus. You're in the hole,
Right.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you don't want to stay there.
Yeah, I think you need to
So,
get out of that sort of, still gotta put money back, like you said, for like, not even for the dam, but for repairs and maintenance. We got it in the budget, whatever that number is, for motors that go down and stuff.
Yeah.
And the extra maintenance of the UV light, all that stuff's expensive and
well, and, you know, the money's been managed very well over the years before I was on the board, before any of us were on the board, you know, and, if we would have a major problem with the dam, then, the homeowners, if we had to float a bond, you know, and pay the bond rate and so forth, then the homeowners, it's gonna have to be raised at that time enough to cover that, which could be a very sizable
yeah,
number. So, you know, I think if we stay a little bit ahead of the game
I agree.
as we go along, you know, $5, $8, you know, whatever figure comes up is a lot better than saying in 5 years, well, we gotta raise it $20.
Yeah, that was.
yeah,
when Greencastle did their expansion, they did it percentages like 6 months and then it jumped again, and then it jumped again. It was like 10, 15, 20%.
Yeah.
All at once. They hit you like 18 months really quick for that big,
yeah.
the new plant they built back several years ago.
Yeah.
But you don't want to do that. You want to keep going slowly.
And
Yeah,
it's a yearly evaluation, so it doesn't have, like I said, let's see what this does.
Yeah,
We decide now and visit it again next year, and if we have a surplus instead of a deficit, then.
Yeah.
we can talk
Yeah,
about
more
it.
homes
Or
coming
even
on.
smaller.
Exactly, we're making progress in
Yeah.
that direction, right?
Big steps.
So you're gonna make 52 per homeowner, right? So,
52
Well, we
per
need to-
home
yeah.
divided by 6
Yeah.
billings is, our goal then is $8 per home.
Yeah, and like I say, we need to, as we've done this time, we need to make sure that we've got a little surplus to put back. You know, not just have the exact operating costs.
Yeah,
Well, then we need probably make a goal of $9 or $10 per home.
Want to do five this year and 5 next? Kind of
How do you-
5 this year and what's that?
What's your monthly fee?
35.
35.
Mhm.
But you pay it 2 months at a time. That's where you're getting your money.
So the total bill would be 80, would be 40 per, or no?
Yeah, so the total bill is 70 right now. If we bump it $5, Oh, it'd just be 75, right, per billing?
No, per month. So,
It'd be 40 per month, the bill
Yeah.
would be 80.
A bill would be 80, okay.
How much per month you going up?
5,
$5?
which is more than 10%. I mean, it's 35 now, I'm going to 40.
60.
And that's just to get us to break even?
No,
I was thinking
A
the
little more?
$8 goal would be per billing.
oh,
Increase would be per
you're right,
billing.
you're right.
And so then it would be
It's every
So $4. Yeah.
$75 billing rather than
Yes.
70.
Yes.
Yeah.
It'd be 37.50 per month.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
good.
That sounds better.
That sounds better.
That sounds better.
Sorry, thinking about that.
Sorry,
I know. I'm like,
I was
this
doing,
one's like-
I had to buy monthly and then I lost it. Yeah, well, and I was,
That's only $250 a month,
that's a lot better.
what you're looking at.
Yeah, I think that
That's
is.
right.
$5.
Which sounds right. It's like, I couldn't figure out how it
Yep.
got off, but I did 6 months and I took that monthly and it's like, and we're looking at $42 a month. Like, no, we're not.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Okay, yeah, that sounds reasonable, I think.
So 5 this year.
Well, no,
Well, for 26.
Next, for upcoming year, right?
yeah, 26.
Yeah, so
26.
To take effect, what, January?
start of the year, yeah.
Well, I think the next billing,
December 1st. Yeah.
December 1st,
Yeah.
yes.
So then the first billing would be in January.
Billing, correct, yeah. The bi-monthly,
You'd have to say, you have to raise it per month, and then you just double it for your 2 months, right?
yeah.
Instead of
pay period.
35, it'd be 37.50.
Yeah.
Starting January 1 billing. I
And
mean,
then the motion would be an increase by $2.50 per month, effective 12/1.
yeah.
That's
12/1 or 1/1?
So,
It's
12.
12/1 because of the way the cycles.
Okay.
Because the next bill will go out in January or
So you're paying,
December.
okay, gotcha.
To February.
All right.
Yeah, there's a lot of back and forth in that.
All right, we're good.
That's everybody satisfied and happy?
So $250 a month,
Mhm.
so $5 per
The
bill.
billing, right.
Okay, I make a motion to increase next year's sewer collection system fee by $5 per pay period, or per billing cycle.
To 37.50 a month. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Second that.
Need a motion?
Oh, yeah, effective for the December billing.
Like, if we just dump that out, we can go ahead and get it signed. Yeah, we're gonna build
Right
a
now?
resolution right now.
Okay,
and Have you guys go ahead.
Yeah.
okay,
Okay,
all right, good.
And put that in there just in case we decided to do something, then we
Yeah.
can just quickly get signed and get it notated and done and gone.
Made it easy for us.
And then the clubhouse is like, yeah,
Simplicity is what I live for.
yeah, and then the clubhouse is like a multiple of that. and up to the same thing with campground, right?
Do what?
The clubhouse and the campground are a multiple of the monthly
Yeah,
rate.
each one of those get impacted.
And then how's the supplemental connections fee? How do we determine that? Yeah.
That's an extra fee for, extra groundwater coming in if they had a sump pump or whatever and did not choose
Right.
to let us do whatever.
Yeah, but how do we determine what that rate is? Do we just do the same thing?
We have, what we could do, maybe not right here in the meeting, but what we could do is look at the difference,
Yeah.
how much that went up, and use that same allocation.
Okay, yeah, that seems reasonable. Okay, good deal.
I may have to send you five.
Yeah, that's what I was just,
I'm gonna send this around DocuSign.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
sorry, I thought I.
That's okay.
we need a motion to approve that resolution.
2025-7 is what number it is.
Yeah, I made it.
Christine already made it.
Yeah.
Second,
I did.
all in favor,
I-
opposed, motion carried.
Okay, and then the last thing I have is the cost of living adjustment, which would be page 7 in your packets. It went up 2.8%.
Motion to approve the, COLA adjustment for our salaries and benefits and wages, or not benefits, salary and wages.
Second,
All in favor?
Aye.
aye.
Motion carried. Operation manager's report.
Okay. We opened the lake's spillway gate on November 3rd, about 10 o'clock in the morning. The lake was already down 9 inches. 16 days later, which was yesterday, the 19th, we went out and measured it straight down, and the lake had dropped down to 4 feet and actually a half inch. So it went down 3 feet 3 inches in that 16-day period. I didn't know if Chris's post was still out of the water or down.
They're out of the water now, but it was basically, I think it was 9, 6, and then 4.
The days it came down.
Yeah.
9, 6,
and
4.
And then I lost it.
That's good to know, because that was the other question people have. How fast will it come down?
Yeah.
Yeah,
If we was in a drought, there was nothing coming in then. Now we got a little. Well, so what me and Scott did is we pinched the gate down a little bit to where it's discharging maybe half of what it used to kind of hold it there. And some of it is getting fed a little bit now from the lake, the rain. We just didn't want it to drop all the way down to 4 or 9 if it quit running.
Yeah,
So we're trying to keep it between 4 and 4.5 or so.
right. But that's what they asked for was the POA. When they contacted me, they said we'd like for you to know it's 4.5 feet. So,
Yeah. 4 or 9 would be as low as could go because that's where the log is. If it's just, if it absolutely stopped running, which probably won't do that because it'll be so slow.
yeah,
You know, but, and then don't we lock the gate or shut the gate again, like
Right.
the 3rd or 4th or the
yeah, I thought it
January
was like the 3rd.
when we come back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We needed a few more items before we place the pump guide rail bases in lift station V5. So Michael and Scott went to Ritz Safety and purchased 2 safety harnesses that fit them well. I think they said it was 130 something a piece. Was it really reasonable?
Yeah.
And we got a 4x6 feet adjustable lanyards and a retractable fall protection strap. That's a strap that goes on. So if you would slip off the ladder and fall, if you fall fast, it'll lock up and stop you. And it's kind of like a little bungee cord.
Right.
So, they ordered and received a 3-inch electric diaphragm pump from BBC Pumps. So we needed a second pump to do bypass pumping in this lift station because the sewer mains come in 2 different spots. So we'll use our big Godwin 4-inch pump for one of them. The other side doesn't have near as many homes, but we put a bypass plug in there and then we bring line up on top of the ground and run it down to the next manhole. So they bought a lot of Banjo quick connect couplers, plastic 2-inch and 3-inch. So we could take 10-foot sticks of PVC pipe. Some of them are rubber hoses we have. And then you can just lock them together and make your length you need, and then we'll store them. And then every time we have to do this, you can have different lengths to reach, you know. So he spent money at 2 different places for that because the higher ones, the bigger ones, the 3-inch were a lot more expensive at the first place. And I can't remember the name of them. But he saved like $600 by going to a second place for the 3-inch because they were just bigger.
Okay.
V4 lift station, pump 1 trip breaker. Michael Scott pulled the pump and it was clogged with rags. They cleared the pump and put it back in operation. It was fine. And we used Scott, he had a backhoe, so we brought in. He's done some work around here with it. We dug up the 12-inch effluent pipe exiting the new UV building. Then we tapped it with a 6-inch riser pipe so we could put our effluent sampling point from the automatic sampler down that pipe right next to the building. So the sampler's inside the building, but we got a nice clean spot to sample water that is moving all the time. The only other spot we had in that building was kind of a stilling well where stuff would stop and move in circles and you'd get more dirtier water than what really is,
Mhm.
you know, and it was under a plate where you couldn't even see it.
Yeah.
So I wanted to get it out to a better sampling spot, what you're actually getting going to the creek, you know. So we got that done. He also, we're gonna move this, steps out to go up to the digester right at Wright Park. We're gonna move it back to make that bigger area, so when you're hooking up to the generator, you got room to pull your truck forward and back in and hit the building, the blower building. So he dug that pad out and he poured a concrete pad there. He poured a concrete pad over lift station M3 where we put the new generator to make a retaining wall to hold that bank better. So those are projects he was working on with his personal backhoe they brought in. Okay, we also got the Ply. I'm really happy about this. We got the Ply sludge Monday, the 17th. Baker's Septic used 3 trucks and hauled to Steve Greason's field. Stevenson Nutrient Solutions knifed in 294,000 gallons using the dragline system. That worked out perfect weather-wise to get everybody coordinated on the same day when they could do it. Like we had several phone calls on other days that didn't work out, and then he got canceled on a job. He held him back. And every year it's kind of a mess getting this all coordinated, but it worked out. And Monday was a great day, and then Tuesday it rained.
Yeah.
So we dodged the bullet big time. Otherwise, now if you're looking at the ground, when's it going to dry again? You know, it starts getting cold and dark, and you're into December. It becomes a mess. But we got really lucky this time.
Is it always that field, or do we do different farmer fields?
It was the same one field.
Every year when we do that, when we do the sludge,
Yeah.
is it always Steve Greason?
Yeah.
Oh,
And we have our own field, 7 acres. Used to be 8, but the GPS says we got 7.
Is that the one on the other side of the stream then,
Yeah.
down at the bottom there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, we used to go there when we had a single truck, haul it and knife it in. It's a short distance. We could go down there and do that. But now we're using this drag line system where they drag this big hose and pump. They need more acres just to make it worthwhile to set up. So Steve Greason, we have 25 acres. So that's why we haul over there, because this little 7 acres, it wouldn't be worth his while to go down there and set up for that. What in the past, I was talking to the farmer next door and seeing if they'd be interested in
yeah.
giving us acres out of their field where we could do that. And so I'm pursuing that. It's under new ownership now, and I'm trying to get a hold of them. I left a message the other day from a number that we think is theirs. I'm not 100% sure, but he didn't call me back, so I don't know.
That's really beneficial for the farmers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Good for those.
free fertilizer, like organic fertilizer. It's like our nitrogen is about 5-6% nitrogen. Then you got a little phosphorus and potash in there too. But the micronutrients, the organics of it is really good for the soil that you don't get through commercial fertilizer. So it is good for them. So if we could do that field, it'd be great for us because we could run a hose just down over the hill. It's Stevenson could do it. He could just hook up where we already got a loading station. They got these big hoses on reels, and they could run it right down over the hill, out in the field, hook up, and plow that all in with no hauling, because that's what's slow, hauling the trucks to the field. And if he just turn it on and start pumping, he'd probably be done in like 3-4 hours. He can go that fast, and he's got enough hose now to go 6 miles.
Oh my.
Because all these farmers, when you hog manure is like, you can get 20-pound nitrogen per 1,000 gallon, and that takes place of your fertilizer needs for corn. So they just put it on heavy enough where you don't need 200 pound per acre fertilizer nitrogen. So these hog farmers want to go further out, so they keep pumping further out to get more of their fields, so they don't have to buy fertilizer because it's so expensive. So they use their own hog manure. So it's a big deal. Yeah.
And not only does it help with the nitrogen, they knife it in, so it breaks up the soil too.
That's another benefit, right?
Yeah. So it's, a lot of people would like to have it. It's just so expensive to get it to them.
Mhm,
You know, the hauling bill is high.
mhm.
So having something where it'd be very beneficial to us to have a farm right next door where we could go there.
Yeah.
So I pursued some of them other farmers and before, but when they got the farm appraised, so I was wanting to get quote to buy the land to use for it. And, we could only pay, Kathy said we could only pay what it appraised for. We can't pay more than it's appraised for
Makes
for
sense.
some reason, even though it'd be more beneficial to us than just farm ground. But, that fell through. He didn't want to sell his land for that, whatever that was at the time. That was a different farmer. Okay. Well, and then the new truck, yeah, Scott sent me an email and all that stuff.
Yeah, just in
So-
time for Christmas, huh?
Yeah, it's estimated the 17th of December may be delivered, and your final price is there toward the bottom. The final winning bid, 184,423.55.
Yeah.
But he's got a lot of nice detail on there. On other truck types and stuff, so if you wanted to look at comparison, how we ended up with this truck, that's all there.
I think we realized that we ended up with this truck out of a lot of research and haggling
Yeah.
and we're getting it to where it is. So really well done on that.
He did, he did a lot, so I think we saved like $20,000 with all his calls and stuff he did.
That's amazing.
Wow.
And the truck has a capacity which we didn't have before to put a welder on it. Scott's a welder, and we've had to have people come in, outside contractors to do welding
Mhm.
on the metal stairs and so forth in the lift station. Now, with this truck and having Scott, we're in-house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they're gonna, these bases that we're gonna repair or change out down in the lift station, they're bolted into the concrete floor and they hold the stainless steel guide rails that the pump slide down. They get wore out because they're cast iron.
Yeah.
So I would have hired BBC pumps to do that in the past. Now Scott's gonna do it.
Yeah.
So we're saving money by having him.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
For
yeah.
all the generator repair, I mean, we don't have the generator contract anymore. Scott does it all. You know, he's a diesel mechanic.
Yeah.
Plus welder, he's fabricator, he's making welding these things. We're making, things to put our spare pumps on that are metal racks with wheels so we can roll them around, stick them in the shop and tag them what they are, which lift stations they could fit in. So these are all the projects he's got on the list. He's doing them on rainy days and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
But it's really,
Yeah.
he's a great asset. He's a great asset.
He is.
Don't forget his paperwork is beyond above reproach.
Yes.
He gets,
Yeah.
he gets his time sheets on time. On time.
Yeah.
I don't know whether,
Mine only came in 2 days ago. Mine's easy.
I was always getting kicked by my manager when
I don't know whether he's still in there or whether he can hear us or not, but
Probably.
I think the board owes Scott a great thank you,
Yeah.
because he spent many hours with these companies.
Yep.
Getting the best price he could get, saved us a lot of money.
I buy my next
We've
truck.
got it.
That's what I was thinking. It's like, I want Scott to go be my buyer.
We've got a truck that has a lot more capabilities than anything we've had in the past.
It's 13 feet long. A lot longer than the standard one.
And it
Yeah.
makes Scott happy because now he can do more stuff.
Yeah,
He
Yeah.
wasn't doing enough.
yeah.
I think,
It's really
Nothing
impressive.
around my house, but
I think,
No,
got for it.
I think the board owes him a great big
Absolutely.
pat on the back.
Yeah, he'll maintain it. You don't have to take it. You don't have to take it to the shop for
Yeah.
morning work or, well, maybe morning work, but it,
Yeah.
he can fix everything on the truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
yeah. You guys all do just a great job, so
Yeah.
thank you.
You're welcome.
I personally, and I think the board would agree with me. We have really good employees now that are very conscientious and they make it easy on the board.
For sure.
And I think we all of them a big thank you for
Yep.
what they do. And they have they're very economy minded. They're not just saying, hey, we could buy this one for $700. Well, we look around and might buy it for $3, but that'll take some time to spend the $7. Now, we don't get that kind of activity from the guys. And
And I think we all agree that they go above and beyond everything they do, the quality of the work, trying to do everything they can to not have to subcontract it out.
Yeah.
They're willing to learn about, how to maintain the stuff that, especially after the upgrades in the past year. It's, you guys are all just fantastic, so, yeah.
Yeah, Michael Scott are both very detailed people,
Yep.
very detailed in their notes.
uh,
So they'll keep notes on their phone and stuff, and then they may have to spend 6 hours putting it on paper.
Send all their
Yeah.
notes. Yeah.
and
We're really lucky.
we all know, and I think Scott's pretty much the same way, how precise Michael is in keeping records.
Yeah, very.
He's
Yeah, he saved me a few times for
he's
something that happened years ago.
Yeah, you can look it up and find it. He's got charts and
Yeah.
tracks,
yeah.
everything. So all that extra work and data collecting pays off. You can go back and you're talking about almost any subject, he can go to his computer and
Yeah,
find it.
we just need to, and that probably, it's already happened, but with this lower to the lake, we just need him to have good records, a chart of how the lake went down. The fact that we had no moisture
Yeah.
at
No
the time it
precipitation.
went down, because then that affects, if you're going down 7 inches a day and all of a sudden you get a 2-inch rain, then it comes back up. So
He's got that the year that we did it when Shannon was also siphoning with the tubes.
yeah,
He's got all that written out. So he's already got his chart made.
yeah,
So he could add this.
Yeah, I'll add.
You give him
Yeah,
what you
what
got.
happened is I had to switch over.
yeah.
So I measured on the one post because I thought it was the deepest one in the water. And then I it wasn't. And I was like, oh, that one's like, so I switched posts.
Oh,
So now I was just measuring the thing down. So I got to match up on the day that I still had water on both of them to go get, that's how far down it was and convert
Okay.
that to inches. So
Because
I'll do that. I'll do that.
if you let it down every year, you'd still have the people that would say, well, how fast does it go down?
yeah.
Yeah.
So that'd be
Wait
good
till
to tell.
January when they ask how fast it's gonna fill up.
Yeah.
So
You
We have
said,
less control on that one.
Yeah, yeah.
I forgot what you said. You said 9, 6, and 3?
At 9, 6, and 4 is what I think I've
4?
got.
Okay.
The 4 is where the day I had to switch because I was like, this one's gonna be out of water in another day. And so I switched my other post.
Okay.
And so that's exactly that.
There's so many
Yeah, I
I think I had
variables.
a couple more days, but it's like it switched posts on me. So I have so many inches down this post, so many inches down that post.
Yeah.
Well, and
You give that to Michael, he'll put it in a chart.
not only is it good to have that to answer homeowners questions, but at some time in the future, none of us might be on the board, and the board would have something to fall back on.
Yes.
From
Oh, yeah.
And to capture all those variables that impact how fast it goes down and how
Yeah.
fast it comes up,
Yeah.
the weather before we
Yeah.
pull the gates and the weather during and after. I mean,
And
all those little things that you
not
capture.
not the last time, but the time before that we lowered the lake, and then like we shut the gate the first week of January, and then I think about the last week of January or the first week of February, we got a great big rain.
Yeah,
The lake almost filled up
yeah,
overnight,
yeah.
you know, but that's not gonna happen every time.
Well, and there's so many new people every year that haven't experienced it
Oh,
before. so
yeah.
They're gonna have those same questions.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
They
yeah.
haven't seen it before,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
It's really good to be able to have the answers and understand how we got to those answers.
I just thought of one more thing, because Michael's so busy with this. I don't know, 2 weeks ago, Hendricks Power called us for a meeting up at a lot on the north side. And they're in some deal with Comcast that's putting in fiber optic all over Heritage Lake.
Okay.
Comcast.
So they're replacing a lot of telephone poles on Heritage Drive because the height has to be higher to put the
Okay. So
Comcast cable underneath.
Yeah.
But all the cul-de-sacs are gonna be bored in, and electric lines are gonna be bored in and do away with the telephone poles.
Okay.
Well, I'm not very happy because last time people bored in out here, they hit our sewer 70 times.
We still have to recover from it.
So he's been getting flooded with locates,
Okay.
a ton of
I
locates,
thought
boom,
that.
boom, boom.
I saw him at that. I saw him on Harry's Drive. And I was like, it looked like he was doing something. But I couldn't quite figure out why he
Yeah.
was there.
Yeah, he showed me a whole stack of them.
Yeah, so that's, here we're starting all over again, what we did with Endeavor. With all this, that they're coming in, they're gonna put it all over the lake, and right now they're moving pretty fast.
Yeah.
Doing the poles first, then they're gonna be going to the board.
It's crazy, you know. Out here, we're gonna have 3 providers. I mean, TDS has come in finally. I mean, most of the lake. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Endeavor's here already, and
I know, so,
it's strange. Guess it's easier to put it in than.
yeah. I just wanted whether the board to know that how busy he's gonna be with that.
Yeah.
Plus all the hookups and everything he does locating for these, contractors that are building houses like crazy. He hardly has time to do anything else but that.
Yeah.
So just at the lake, there's 3 fiber internet providers.
There will be. There's 2 now.
There's 2 now.
Where do their areas start and stop?
There's like.
Well, I mean, like, all those providers have certain areas where they,
What happened was TDS didn't serve, so you had Endeavor on that side of the lake and TDS on this side of the lake, and TDS didn't serve their customers. And so TDS or Endeavor came in competitive, local exchange carrier, and served their customers first. And then they came in and said, you know what, TDS isn't doing it, we're gonna do the rest of the lake, and they did. And so that's when I leave Endeavor before they were Clay County. Yeah. So, but yeah, when they decided to be competitive, that's when we got fiber.
How do they not run into each other's lines? When they're boring through, under driveways and whatever else, I mean.
Yeah.
Well,
That seems,
they locate like
Yeah,
crazy, but
yeah.
yeah, they do get hit. Especially when they put
that's
it,
how you manage your competitors.
yeah.
The one advantage now from our standpoint is that when Endeavor put in compared to now, we've got hundreds of more houses hooked up.
Yeah.
So if they bore through a lateral, we'll know it almost immediately. Where when Endeavor was in, there was sometimes 4 or 5 years later that we found out they had bored through a lateral.
when they hooked
Oh.
up, yeah.
So I'll have to check my mom's court, because it's like they converted, they don't have poles on their court now. It's been that way probably
Oh,
20 years. I don't know if they put in depth work. I don't know if they put in spare depths or we're going to do that again.
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, the smart way to do it is when you're doing that stuff is put in extra ducts.
Yeah.
It didn't cost hardly anything. I don't know if they did. I'll see if I can find out.
yeah, right.
Anybody have anything else? Public forum?
Just a question, going back to your increase. Do you have a plan on how you would notify people who have automatic payments that they need to increase their payments?
It's a good question. It's a really good question. There's a space on the postcard that we could
Put a little
type a
minute.
message in. Maybe, problem with that is it wouldn't be necessarily in advance.
Yeah.
Because it's
Well-
gonna be,
And another thing too is we can be gracious if people don't catch it and they've been consistent, we'll just watch for that first couple of billions of 2026.
Yeah, there should be some sort of announcement or
Yeah.
something.
I can get with, yeah, I can talk to Michael and see if they'll put something on the website, and then I can get with, I believe her name is April,
Yeah,
with the highlights and see if,
Rick Miller or,
Rick
what's
Miller.
her name? Jenny
Yeah.
Lewis. Yeah. So we can get.
is she the one doing the highlights now? Cause it just changed
Still there, but she's doing.
the main part of
If
it.
you reach out to him, he'll get it to where it's gotta go.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to make an announcement. I agree.
Good idea.
Good point.
Thanks, Tom.
Anything else?
I do have something. So
Anything else, Tom?
Okay.
I'm Darcy Shaker, and it's making Victory Bill. And I gave Chris a couple of things that she's passing around because I recently read an article that made me think of you. It's an article about Lake Lure in North Carolina, and you know, they recently had quite a bit of flooding in the last couple of years. And in that flooding, one of their community landmarks was destroyed, or so they thought. But it turns out that they found the landmark, and they're going to try to put it back in its original place. And what it was something called the Rainbow Bridge. And for those of you who don't have pets, just to let you know, the Rainbow Bridge is something that is referred to when your cat or dog passes and crosses over the Rainbow Bridge. And this community had a footpath bridge that they had painted to look, I mean, like a rainbow, 2 or 3 boards, each different color. And they put up a little sign that indicated what it was there for. There was a place for people who had lost their pet to put the collar or harness or dog tags or whatever it is that was special about that pet on that bridge. And Chris and I love to take our dog over to the dam area and go on trails and walk with her. And we did that with a previous dog too. And I know that there's a little footbridge over there. So my thought was, I think this community would really embrace something like that because I know that a lot of people talk about how great it is to take their dogs over there and walk them. So it came to mind, I thought I would bring it up to you, and I think that I would have no problem getting community backing to do the cleaning of the bridge and the painting of the bridge and donating the paint. But I'm not sure, you know, there may be other things I haven't thought of, the condition of the bridge. We did go look at it not too long ago. It may need a couple of repairs before we started to really, you know, before you paint it and go through all of that, you might have to replace a couple of boards or something like that. But anyway, I just wanted to bring it to you to see if you liked the idea or if you thought that you'd be willing to have the bridge painted to go with that ravine.
Darcy would, if this comes to fruition, would you need some kind of signage? So if people didn't get the word otherwise, if they had their dog down there, they would see.
Yes, I think something similar to the purple sign on the
Picture that.
maybe not that, whatever warning anybody.
That way people know what's up. Yeah.
But, something to that effect. And again, I think that we could do that, just by donation or some,
Yeah.
personal backing or whatever. So yeah, I do, Dwayne. I think we would put it out there in the highlights or other ways to get the word out, but then yes, those signs.
Anybody have any?
I don't have a problem with it.
I think that's a cute idea.
I think
I say,
From a maintenance standpoint, do you have any concerns about that as far as the function of the bridge? I think it's just to be able to walk over that little.
That's the only reason we're there in the
Kind
first
of
place,
thing,
just to
yeah.
give them a place, another trail to walk on in the
Sure.
woods along the creek.
Sure.
It just, once you paint it, then you gotta keep painting it.
Yeah, yep, and that's, we talked about that too, so, yeah, that's an understanding, and I think, with the number of pet owners here, and to have something
it is
kind
great
of cool
place to
like
walk
that.
dogs. I mean, no people walk their dogs down there. It's just, you know,
And I would expect a lot of people would probably wanna help maintain it as,
Yeah.
you know, understanding what the purpose is of it, and if they take advantage of it and, you know, leave their dog collar or the tag or something, they would want it to be a nice place, and I think we could probably pull that off.
It's probably pretty old. I haven't looked at it in a long time. Is it good enough shape to?
It's not bad. It probably, and that's, that was something that we had talked about too. This might be a good opportunity for us to really take a look at it. And if there are repairs that need to be made, that hasn't been, you know, power washed in probably forever, or if there are boards that need to be swapped out, we should take a look at that before we do anything.
yeah.
And then, you know, give us a nice, clean, sturdy foundation to start with. And then maintenance of it afterwards could be something as simple as just, you know, keeping it painted every.
Yeah, it might be old enough that's got the real stuff that preserve the wood.
Yeah.
Because it's at least 15 years old.
It's in pretty good shape if
It's in
you
great
consider
shape.
that.
The one on the north end didn't last. I mean, they used wood and it's like it's less than that and it didn't last.
Yeah.
Well, my next question is, if it's treated wood, can you paint treated wood?
You can.
Okay.
Yeah, we've done that a lot. We have a lot of projects around our house even, and you usually have to just wait long enough for the wood to really dry out.
Yeah.
And I think we're past that point with that bridge for
Yeah.
sure. In fact, just, I don't even know power washing wise, we'd be able to tap into the stream or something as a water source, or you guys have something that you use, but that's something that we'll get to at some
We-
point. But I think the first thing was to bring it to everybody's attention and see if it was an idea that you would have any issues with, or think it's good, or if there's things that we need to further consider.
The only thing I think of is if you put a collar on there after 5, 10 years, it starts getting rotted and falls off or whatever, something like that.
Yep. And that's another thing that from a maintenance standpoint, I think we would need to be committed. Maybe have a couple people that are directly responsible for making sure that that stuff happens. And then again, go to, you know, the pet owners and say, hey, you know, we need to paint. Anybody available this weekend? You know, there's things I think that we would be able to do to.
I think you
keep it
guys could pull that
maintained.
off. couldn't you?
Yeah.
The board want to give Darcy and Chris permission to proceed with this, and the only thing I would say is the signage, just bring the board a copy for us to approve the signage before any signage are put up.
And so I guess, you know, just give me a motion. I mean, I approve. I don't have a problem pursuing it. My only comment is kind of like what Doug said, you know, over time, those are okay.
Yep.
So, and,
Yep.
you know, people are down there a lot. I mean, we all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say just to get it in the minutes, we need a motion for them.
And I didn't know if you wanted to just, we did it during open forum, just to, number one, make sure it was an acceptable idea. And if we need to bring it to the December board meeting to put it on the agenda and make it official that way, or if we're able to just make a motion during open forum and approve it, I mean, whatever you guys feel is protocol.
My feeling is that we can make a motion and approve it now and give you guys a month head start.
Sure.
Motion to allow Darcy and to go ahead and pursue the Rainbow Bridge for the dogs, four-legged friends.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carried.
Thank you, Darcy.
Anything else on the forum?
Just, what that brought into my mind is there a lot of dog walkings down there?
Yep.
If so, if you would agree, I would approach the cleanup committee to buy some of those waste holes.
We've got them down. There's already a couple down there. Yep. They're at the start of the trail.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah, you
a
got it.
couple
Well,
of.
they donated those.
Yeah, they donate.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
The ones you donated, we got 2 of them. They use that one a lot more than they do this one. I
I'm
think.
saying down by the Lincoln Park, isn't there where you're talking?
No.
Down below.
he's
Just right down over here.
here.
Oh, okay, I didn't know.
Oh, you're talking about the Boy Scout trail? No, we're talking about the one right on the other side of the.
Yeah, that one,
Sorry, I didn't.
That's okay.
sorry, I referenced that one. Yeah.
Oh, you did?
That's the bridge that didn't hold up very well. It's not- it's rotten. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not holding up like that.
And that's not even been there for that long.
And I know these good wood. I mean, he's
Yeah.
treated wood, but it's not treated the same way.
No.
Anything else, Tom? Motion to adjourn,
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
all in favor?
Thanks,
Motion.
everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.